This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official home of your Dallas Mavericks.
Get hip or get stung.
Bring it.
A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight in Dallas, Texas. Welcome, everyone, to Noche Enabia. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. And on tap tonight, it's the Houston Rockets going up against the Dallas Mavericks at the American Airlines Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for him.
And it's really been a nice trend for him over these last several months. He's been steadily improving in terms of his scoring output. That extra production making him more valuable the further we get along in this season.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is fearless on the court and with his sense of fashion. Growing up around Los Angeles, he said, I felt like every day was the first day of school. That's how it was the minute I woke up. And guys, he's starting to release his own lines of clothing and accessories. I have a couple in my closet. Back to you.
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now, rivalries. They're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. And it's Charles in at point guard. So the Rockets win the tip. Westbrook with it. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game.
Oh, what a dunk! Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Now, here's Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Harden surveying the D. Pocket 6. Outside Westbrook. Porzingis with the rebound. Now the Mavericks with it. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Got that one up quick.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points his last outing. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Robert Covington picks one up.
Boy, you look at Maximilian Kleba, the German native. I mean, this guy is a very capable shooter, but it's his defense that keeps him on the court. He's 6'11", but has quick feet, which allows him to defend multiple positions.
And he knocks down the first one. Mark, you think of European players, it's usually the offensive end where they thrive, but Kleba is a versatile defensive stopper too.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, this guy can shut you down because he moves his feet, he's strong, really keeps driving lanes from opening up on the perimeter, and his positioning and timing make him a good shot blocker too.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Doncic. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And Slim picks up the foul. That's his first foul. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against Chicago.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, this team was already scary on paper before the start of the season, but Jay has taken them to new levels. They are definitely on the short list of teams that could walk away with a ring when it's all said and done.
Greg, I don't know, honestly, where this team would be without Jay. They'd be in the playoff picture for sure, but I don't think they are even considered a contender without him. And so here is Houston following the score by Dallas.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Doncic against Harden. Doncic passes to Charles. Makes it off the glass. Slim's got 6.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Westbrook. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Slim.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
Now, here's Doncic. Harden missing his last shot. The shot's good from Charles.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time on target.
Here's Westbrook. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Doncic. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Yes, that goes in.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Here's Charles, and he gets it to go. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Now Westbrook. He has 6. And it's Gordon missing.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Doncic outside to the middle. Slim passes to Kleba. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Charles, and Covington sends it back. Here's Harden, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
I don't think there's anybody better than Harden at converting through contact. Superb in that area because he's crafty, he's strong, and he's skilled.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Rockets?
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And, Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Here's Charles. The shot comes out, so Houston will take it the other way. Last time they met in Houston.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 8. Passes it to Gordon. Over Hardaway. And that one hits back iron. Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Charles. Dallas again missing. And Slim picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. Dallas shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Slim. Also, DeJuan Wright is out there. Dwight Powell is out there with Murray. And it's Kleba in at the power forward position. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Slim in the last outing against the Suns was a driven man. He scored an incredible number of points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this, feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Takes the three. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Clemens, covered by Charles. Rivers, off target from outside. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Mavericks. They trail by 11. Pass to Wright. Here is Slim. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Slim's got 17.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Clemens, defended by Charles. Good on the shot. 7 points in the game.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Powell, the pass to Charles. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, PA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
A nice shot by Rivers.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Slim passes to Wright. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now here's Rivers. 11 points in the game. Jackson misses. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Wright dishes to Powell. Here's Charles. Good work there as it goes. Slim's got 10 points in the quarter.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Pass to House. Tries it from 19. Count that one. And the Rockets lead by 11.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here's Clemens. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. And defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
First free throw is good.
You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, they are starting afresh, a new era, hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Murray. Rivers hits both of them. And you think of everything that Dirk Nowitzki has meant to the Mavericks. Clark, one team for his entire career.
An iconic Hall of Famer. You talk about 14 All-Star appearances and league MVP, 6th all-time in scoring. Most importantly, the franchise's first and only title in 2011.
And so here is Houston after the made shot from Charles. Now here's McLemore, guarded by Hardaway. Now here's McLemore. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Charles. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Here's the teardrop. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Right, the pass to Charles. And that one is stuffed right through.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Mavericks trail by 9. Baseline try, and Dallas again with the bucket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now here's Rivers. 9-point game his last outing. Tries it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Dallas. Howell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And right, there we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 5-point Houston lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. Harden against Curry. They swipe it. Here is Slim. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
And here's Harden. True on the 14-footer. Harden's got 7.
Surgical precision from Harden, demonstrating his sick handles one more time.
Now the pass to Charles. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Westbrook. The Mavericks making the shot. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
Here is Slim. He's covered by Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside, Charles. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Outside Curry. Slim passes to Curry. The shot, no good. Good D by Covington. Rockets leading by 4. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And it goes down 2 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's Charles. Here's Kleba. Basket counts.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Harden against Curry. Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Charles. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And the Rockets with possession here. The Mavericks making the shot. Trains the three-pointer.
You cannot let Gordon get it going from the perimeter, Kevin. I mean, he's an incredibly consistent and persistent long-range shooter.
They grab their own miss. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Houston. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And Westbrook throws it down.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. And once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Now here's Porzingis. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is Houston. Rockets leading by 9. Westbrook with a wide open look. Rebounded by Charles.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Dallas shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Okay.
The first one falls.
And just like his brother Seth is an impressive bucket getter. I mean, somebody whose role is to shoot and score the ball.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Doncic comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Slim. And both free throws good for Curry.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Another miss by Houston. Mavericks trail by 7. Inside. Here's Brunson. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
Westbrook with it. 18 points for him. With 1 on the clock, Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Slim having a dominant impact in this game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And so in the game for the Rockets. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Now, here's Tucker, 6 on the shot clock, tries a 3, and Russell Westbrook good for 3. Westbrook's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Rockets. Mavericks trail by 8. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Passes it to Charles. Covington against Hardaway. Here's Charles, tipped away. Covington with the steal. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you. And he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
Here's Kleba. Here's Charles. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, Pierre.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Clark among the bigs. Which one do you think runs the floor the best?
Boy, I tell you, Anthony Davis is gazelle-like, and this guy is north of 7 feet tall and is just agile and quick in getting up and down. I think I'd put him at the top of the list. Clint Capella is in that category, and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well, but a lot of times he has the ball and is taking it rack to rack.
He does. Brings it up like a guard, and no one can stop him.
Nobody can stop that guy when he gets coming downhill at you.
And the first one at the line is good. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
You know, starting out in the D-League, then bouncing around the international circuit, Tucker took the long, hard road to get here.
The Mavericks have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9. And that one misses.
You know, I think we all know that Hardaway Jr. is a really good scorer. I mean, the next step for him is improving defensively.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Dallas gets called for the foul.
You know, no matter how you feel about James Harden, you've got to respect his love for the game. I mean, he absolutely lives and breathes basketball, and that passion has driven him to become the player he is today.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Harden. And Clark, last year Harden was quoted in saying, most players don't really love basketball.
Well, I don't know about most. That seems a bit extreme. Maybe he feels that they don't love it as much as he does, which certainly you could understand. But I can say that very few players have the drive and determination to improve their game the way Harden has. That's part of why he's been an MVP.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Yep, it counts. Tucker's got 5 points so far.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
Keeps it alive.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Houston leading by 8. Here's Westbrook, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Westbrook's got 5 points in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
There's the lob to the hoop. Deft touch on the alley-oop. And it's a 12-point Rocket lead.
And, you know, Covington is a pure shooter. When he has the ball, well, he's looking to let it fly.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Drains the 19-footer. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Now here's Westbrook, headed by Charles. Westbrook, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Outside Hardaway. Down low. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Charles.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
That one good for 2. And that's now 25 points for Russell Westbrook.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Hardaway passes to Charles. Here's Porzingis, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Houston.
You know, guys, KP sometimes is just overwhelming. I mean, when he gets good positioning, he sometimes just forces the defense to foul.
And the first one drops. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
He hits both from the stripe. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came to ease? Some changes here for the Mavericks. Curry's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Slim comes in for Luka Doncic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Barea. That free throw good from Porzingis.
Boy, you look at how tall Porzingis is. He's 7'3", and you add in his skill level. That's a unique combination. No wonder they call him the unicorn. He is unique.
Clemens, guarded by Charles. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there. Here's
Clemens. No good again that time. And Clark, the advantage of height, well known in basketball, but some have wondered if Porzingis is almost too tall.
Well, you know, there's a concern because he's had a significant injury early in his career, and his frame is really long, which makes you a little more susceptible to injuries. But I think KP has worked diligently to add strength and improve his body. Only time will tell if he's able to stand up to a long, productive NBA career.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. The free throw off from Charles. Rockets leading by 5. Clemens, guarded by Powell. Here's Clemens. Now the dish to Rivers. Right side Jackson. Pass to McLemore. Launches it. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Brunson. Here is Slim. He's guarded by Rivers. No good from Charles.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Jackson is doubled. To the paint. Here's Clemens. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Porzingis. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
For the Rockets, Robert Covington comes in for Jackson, and Gordon subbed in for McLemore. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Gordon finds Covington. Now, here's Tucker, guarded by Powell. Gordon, the pass to Covington. Houston moving it around. Houston needs to get a shot. Here's Clemens. Misses the 3.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Knocked away. He kicks it to Tucker. Back to Gordon. From deep three-point range, the Mavericks pull it in.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappear.
It's Covington on the wing. Another miss by Houston.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Brunson. No good. That would have tied it. Houston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Here is Slim. Non-stop scoring machine here. There's the pass to Porzingis. Here's Charles, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Houston. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
First one falls for him. And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Westbrook's checked in. And it's tied up with that one.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Westbrook up top. He's covered by Charles. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
For Houston, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And Gordon over to help. Just 5 on the clock. The offensive rebound. Curry's shot is good. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Hey, I like and respect the hustle of Curry that time. Doing some work on the offensive glass.
We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And for Houston, they're shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with Slim, and it's Curry in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Rejected by Charles. Outside Curry. Stolen by Rivers. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. They get it back. And it's denied. Fast break. Here we go. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That one's on Eric Gordon. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Dallas.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Houston making a switch here. Harden's checked in. That's good from Charles. Here's Westbrook. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Westbrook's got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And the rejection by Harden. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Westbrook can't get it to go. The Mavericks leading. With the teardrop, here's Charles, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on James Harden.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And he makes the first. Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. Both free throws good from Charles. Now Harden. with the stuff.
Superb body control from Harden. When he's driving inside, the defense doesn't really have much they can do to stop him.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good from Harden.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat watching Harden play. I mean, he's so fluid in his shooting form, but he's also sensational driving inside and a capable passer as well. This guy's got it all.
They get it back. Here is Slim. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Kleba. Dallas, no good that time either. For Houston, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Harden's shot is good.
Tremendous speed on the drive. Harden is consistent in attacking the basket.
Doncic outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you look at Luka Doncic, and the one skepticism scouts had was his athleticism or lack thereof. And I think he's proven that's not necessary to be a great basketball player. And he's only getting better as he works with NBA trainers.
That free throw good from Doncic. And, you know, you heard about Doncic. Even if he's a step slow, he's always 2 steps ahead with his mental game.
You know, Kevin, that's a great point. Feel, savvy, experience, know-how. You know, he grew up playing against bigger, stronger guys, and that always serves you well as you go forward. So he understands how to create space and anticipate and feel how to get defenders off balance. I mean, he's just a special young player.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Good, that's another bucket. That's 62 points, 62.
Amazing, a remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Westbrook. Good on the bucket. Westbrook's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And the Mavericks call time here.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. To the wing right side. Here's Charles. That one, no good. Good D by Westbrook. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Houston. Harden has a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight. Hardaway for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Doncic passes to Charles. Stolen by Westbrook. Jumps up and finished off by Westbrook.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Drills it from outside. And now an 8-point Houston lead.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Outside, Porzingis. And just miss after miss right now. For 3, Westbrook. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
Boy, you got to push Porzingis out of the paint. If you don't, you're looking for trouble.
Here's Westbrook. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Doncic kicks to Kleber. Dallas moving it around. Slim passes to Doncic. To the inside. Here's Charles. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one. Rockets leading by 6. Trying his luck from deep. And Russell Westbrook with the 3. Westbrook's got 41.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Kleber kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Charles. Over Westbrook. Offensive rebound.
Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
Gordon outside. And another 3 for Houston.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Slim passes to Hardaway. Down low. Here is Slim. He's covered by Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Russell Westbrook.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
He misses the free throw. Daniel House is checked in for the Rockets. He hits the second from the line. Look, the max contract didn't exist when you were playing. Is it something that should be up for debate?
Well, it's a function of the economics of the league now, and in theory, there's some reasons why you have max contracts, because a guy has earned that opportunity, a way to keep a star player or a max contract player with the same team, I think is part of the reasoning behind it. I mean, debating it and talking about it is probably something that makes some sense. If you're thinking about getting rid of it, I'm not so sure.
Yep, that one goes in there.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
It's good. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here is Slim. He's covered by Westbrook. To the right side. Doncic against Harden. 4 on the clock. Pass to Charles. Over House. No good from Charles.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
And good that time.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Inside, stolen by Tucker. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 28.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Doncic. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game, and don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
And Covington is always looking to shoot the ball. I mean, which in turn forces defenders to get extra aggressive with him when he's going up with the shot.
The first free throw is good. And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's why he's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands. But he does a nice job of studying his opponent and what he needs to do to be effective defensively. I think he's one of the better defenders in the game and on the wing.
Here's Westbrook. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, you got to remember now, Harden, as good a scorer as he is not just a scorer. He's a shrewd dime dropper, too.
Porzingis, and the shot goes in. Porzingis has got 10 points in just the second half.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Harden kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Covington. Back to Westbrook. From the baseline. Kleba with the rebound.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Westbrook dishes to Harden. Back to Westbrook. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Westbrook's got 49 points in the game.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Now to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. And yep, another basket that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. Down low. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Doncic against Harden. There's the three, and he's good on the three ball. Harden's got 31.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Rockets.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And finally, something good's going to happen to them in this four-game season series. A solid showing tonight pushes their record to 1-2 with one yet to be played against the Mavericks.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Russell Westbrook.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Double team on Westbrook. And the pass to Hartenstein. Back to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Here's Clemens. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
To the middle. Green passes to McLemore. Outside Westbrook. Passes to Clemens. Back to Westbrook. So we see Houston taking the W here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That is Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Alden. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Che. So like an old college teammate of mine, he was in the crowd tonight, but I told him to come to the locker room to talk to you and a couple other guys tonight.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll holler at him. First, let me talk to the fans, all right?
All right, man. I'll see you inside.
All right, cool. Next time, I got you. Love you too, bro.